Nope. No.
How are you here?
Just Oh, what's your name, sir?
Nicky Sykes,
Spell your first name
N-I-C-K-Y.
and your last name.
Sykes, S-I-K-E-S.
How long have you had your business out here?
Right at 2 years.
What type? What do you? What kind of business is it?
Just whatnots, our snow cone business, our concrete business, stuff like that. Our livelihood.
How's this going to affect y'all?
Not as bad as it's going to affect the others out here, but I mean, obviously it's going to affect. The will overcome. The Lord knows what happened. He knows why it happened. He knows how we're going to make it, how we're going to get out of it. So we'll make it. We'll get out of it.
When did you first find out about it this morning?
About 6:15. One of the vendors called me passing by.
What was running through your mind coming over here?
Is my snow cone machine okay? No, I just make our first thought was, is everybody okay? Is anybody injured or anything? All the firefighters okay? You know, our concern was for life. All this stuff is just stuff.
Right.
It can be replaced. All this can be replaced. It's no biggie. You know, so that's the main thing is everybody's safe. All the firefighters are accounted for. Nobody's hurt. It's rough, but we'll make it. We'll get through it somehow.
First of all, your name?
Gary Milligan.
Gary. Spell your last name.
M-I-L-L-I-C-A-N.
And you own tell me about this business.
This is Flea Market. We've been here for 4 years, and like I said, business has been good, and got a lot of good loyal people here trying to scratch the dollar out every weekend to pay the bill. We got 160 vendors in total. We lost about probably 20 vendors in building one, which 20 is too many. That's hard right now.
Tell me about some of your vendors. I mean, tell me about some of the vendors. I mean, you got some elderly people out here and everything else.
You had a lot of elderly people out here. I mean, say, people in their 80s coming out every weekend, running their boats, and trying, like I said, trying to scratch out a dollar. We had, nice, clothing. We had jewelry store. We had jewelry vendors. We had jewelry, repair people. We had just a little bit of everything. Just in the flea market, a little bit of anything and everything.
How's this fire going to affect you?
It's going to be a setback for a couple of weeks, but we're resilient. We'll be up and running, and grace of God, the next 3 weeks. But we will be open every weekend until the new building's built. We still have 140 vendors, and we'll open next weekend.
Now, this is the second time you got hit tornado a while back, too.
Yeah, the first year we were open, we got hit by a small tornado. Like I said, it took the roof off this building here, partly the building here, but we built it pretty quick.
First of all, your name?
Brian McNevin.
B-R-I-A-N?
B-R-I-A-N.
And last name?
McNevin. M-C, capital N-E, V as in Victor, I-N.
Chief at,
I am the chief of Cleveland, yes sir.
Tell me a little bit about this fire today.
We got toned down a little bit before 3 for working structure fire here at the flea market. When we first arrived, we had the heavy smoke pushing from the entire building. It's about 60 feet wide, about 150 feet long. Had heavy smoke pushing from the entire building, and the fire had broken through the roof down here on the east end of it. So we got set up with, we had Porter, SPLENDORA, Cleveland, TARKINGTON, CANEY, CONROE, and a couple of other Montgomery County units come over here. Porter, they set their ladder truck up. They started a dump tank operation, drafting out of a pond back behind the building and running back and forth to hydrants close into Cleveland to establish a good water supply. Once we got that supplied, it was just getting in there, getting it, knocking it down. But by then, it had overtaken the whole building.
All right. No injuries?
No injuries. There wasn't anybody there, and it's still under investigation by the Liberty County Fire Marshal.
Buildings like this kind of a challenge. These metal buildings with wood structure on the inside.
The outside of the building was wood, the rest of it was metal, and it was like a storage unit with a hall running down the middle of it, but it was all up in the attic space. And once it did that, it just started eating up the building and caving and collapsing. And once the roof started falling in, we just made a defensive attack, pulled everybody out, and canceled interior operations. It was unsafe to put firefighters in the building.